one day I'm going to be gone and there'll be another generation that comes along, and how depressing would it be to know that I left them a degraded system, that we're the generation that used up all the underground water, that we're the generation that depleted their soils. I don't want that.
I have been blessed in that I have men ahead of me that have taken care of the ground, been stewards of the land, and allowed me to do what I love, which is farm cotton. I want to do the same for my children. I want to allow them the same opportunities that I have had, and I do think that regenerative farming plays into that. My dad would be proud that I've continued the stewardship that he started. I look at my soil as one of the biggest assets on my farm, as one of the most important things for those future generations.
My dad was so supportive of turning the reins over, and I know that was hard for him to let me make my mistakes. It's a lot different from the way my granddad did it, my great-grandfather. It's a whole lot different from the way they did it, but I think it works. My great-grandfather farmed a small portion of it. Where I live is on the farm that my grandfather bought, and then my dad added some, and then I've been able to add some to that. I'm very blessed. They left it in good hands when they passed the baton to me, and it's very important that I continue that legacy, and that I do continue that my practices do build up the soil, and not tear it apart. That's very huge to me that I do that.
My father started no-till back in the late 80s, but when he started doing that, it's really when we saw that symbiosis between the livestock and the farm side with the no-till. The greatest thing that my parents and my grandparents ever gave me was the ability to experiment and think for myself and to be able to fail. When we talk about regenerative agriculture, it's not a one-size-fits-all. It's not when you go out there, everything's going to work perfect. There is failure, but you have to learn from those things. And so when it comes to sustainability and regenerative agriculture, I think that's something that starts generations before us, and it doesn't end with us. It has to continue.
You have to do it in a way to leave the land better, to accommodate for the future generation, which I don't know yet if my son will be back, but he can't make a living if it's not sustainable. So of course we're always thinking about the future, and we want that to be better.